everyone, and welcome back to our channel. Recently, Juliet has started eating solid foods, and so it's been quite like a journey for us. So I thought I wanted to share our experience and about some advice and tips to make this journey easier for you too. If you are not a member of our family, go hit that subscribe button now so you can be notified when we release a new video and have a new giveaway as well. So if you have a little one around the age of 3 to 6 months, I guess, and you're starting to wonder, are they ready for solid foods? These are some of the signs you should probably look out for. If your child has good head and neck control and can sit upright when supported. If your baby reaches out for your food while you're eating. If they show an interest in food, for example, by looking at what's on your plate. And lastly, if they open their mouth when you offer them food. Starting your baby on solid foods is such an exciting time. I always love to watch the reaction of my little ones once they start their food. It's normally a big family affair. We all sit around, there's a new feeding bowl, there's a new spoon. It's a wonderful time because you actually get to use that lovely high chair that you've bought and you can get started on feeding them. It can also be a little bit frustrating because often when you're offering your baby foods, they don't want it, they don't like it, they don't seem interested. But I would like to just kind of reassure all the moms out there that you should just keep persevering. Keep introducing new flavors to your babies. Children often need to have a flavor repeated numerous times for them to develop a taste for it. So keep doing it. If you feel like this is the right food to offer your child, keep offering it. Don't just give up once. Sometimes I have like 3 different foods laid out and we do a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of that, and every day we keep going back, retrying these flavors until they like them or until they enjoy them. I started most of my children off around the 6-month mark for solid foods. Now, something you're going to really want to spend some time investing in is a good high chair. It's really important that baby also learns that when they go in the chair, it's feeding time, that there is kind of a routine that is established. Now, I really love the Primo Cozy Tot Deluxe Folding High Chair. I love this chair for a couple reasons. First of all, because of its design. It looks gorgeous. I like the way it looks. It doesn't look like a lot of those old, very rectangular shaped high chairs. This one's a little more modern, more sleek. I also love it because it is space saving. It actually folds into a much smaller area than other high chairs, because often if you want to have it in your kitchen or in the same place, maybe in your dining room, there might not be a lot of space for a big high chair. So this is a good option, especially if you are a bit strapped for space. And thirdly, why I also love it is that this high chair converts to a toddler feeding chair. I know that seems a little impossible to imagine, but it does. And so it's really great because it actually grows with your child. So it's not just going to be a good feeding chair for possibly the first year of their life. It'll be a chair that you can use right through their toddler years as well. As I mentioned, I really love the design of this high chair. Now, the feeding tray actually folds down so that you can easily get your child in and out of the high chair, so it's an easy process. And I also love that it also has almost like 3 slide positions, so you can make sure that the tray is relatively close to your child so that a lot of food mess doesn't go down into their lap as well. So it also just helps to keep that kind of eating area a lot more neat and convenient, I guess. So the design is really, really clever. The Cozy Tot also has a 3-point harness because that's also really important. Make sure that your child is always harnessed in during feeding times, even if you feel like they're not going to move, they're not going to fall out. It's just so much better to be safe than sorry. I've just read too many stories about children falling out of high chairs or off kitchen counters when placed on counters on chairs. And so always use the harness, and that's really important because the Cozy Tot comes with a 3-point harness, which you can also use in the toddler chair as well. If you want to see a full review on this high chair, I have done one. Go check it out. I will leave a link down below in the video description box. So if you're considering purchasing that, check it out. But I really feel that a good high chair is really important to good, successful feeding for your child, because they need to understand that they get fed in the same place, more or less the same time every day, and they start to associate that with good eating habits. I like to have my child also in the high chair because also they mess. there is going to be a lot of mess. And it's also a good way for a child to also start exploring food. You should also allow them to, sometimes when they get a little bit bigger, dig in, make a mess, start self-feeding themselves, obviously when they reach that correct benchmark age. And so a good high chair is also easy to clean. You can just give it a good wipe off. The cozy tot as well, you can throw in the tray table into the dishwasher or rinse it off, so you can also wash it and make sure that it stays hygienically clean. The Primo Cozy Tot is designed for children between the ages of 6 and 36 months. I have never been this excited about baby food before. Baby Tastes has revolutionized my life, guys. I am not kidding you. Now, if you are a mom, you might be having a bit of a struggle about trying to offer your child nutritious homemade food and battling to have the time to do that. I have 6 children. Like when I say like 6 children, they're like, because it feels like 10 children. It's not easy trying to prepare so many different meals at night. Well, first of all, just trying to prepare a dinner big enough to feed all of us is a bit of hard work. Now you've also got to think about toddlers who are a little more fussy, and then you've got to think about a baby that has a very specific nutritional need. And I think, especially when you start your baby off on foods, you really want to make some wise food choices for them, because these are kind of the foundations that are going to establish, first of all, good health, good nutrition, a good attitude to food. So I'm very wary about what I give little ones as one, also because they're eating such a little bit. You want to make sure that what they're getting is completely nutritious. So I've always tried to make my own baby food for my little ones, but sometimes it's just not possible because there's just too much on the go. We travel a lot, so it's very hard to take food on the go with me. We often are out and decide we want to eat out, so you land up just buying whatever you can, those squeezy packs or whatever for your baby. And it's not always ideal. It's also very difficult. Like I said, this is baby number 6, and I still battle with what I should be feeding my baby at what stage. Now, I love that Baby Taste has taken all that think work away from me. They are basically trained chefs that have all the necessary food knowledge, and they've done all their homework to know what food should be given to your child at what time. So that is super great. Now they have tons of flavor packs. Go check out their website because you could spend quite a while looking at all the delicious meals that they offer. But today I'm focusing on their baby range. Now they come beautifully packaged like this. Look at this, guys. Convenient. So they come in these almost like ice block cube sizes, and they, once frozen, pop out super easily into baby's bowl. Now obviously you do not defrost the whole pack, you just pop out what you need, and they defrost really, really quickly. What I love about this is, especially if I'm introducing a new flavor to Juliet, I only pop out 1 cube because, like I said, often she's fussy and sometimes I've got 3 bowls of food going at once. So I introduce 1, and if she loves it, then I just quickly pop out another, and so that there's no waste either. Their foods over here, basically, their packaging tells you exactly what they have in their food. There is no added sugar and there is no salt. Now this is really important for babies because babies do not need these things. Parents need them because their taste buds have evolved with lots of bad eating, but babies do not need this. So everything your baby needs is in this pack. And I love, for example, that they show you exactly what's in here. So there's tuna in brine, and it even breaks it down to the percentage. 39%, tomato sauce, 37%, tomato, onion, pesto, 2%. So it's really broken down. There's also the full nutritional information over here as well. And it gives you a guide as well, more or less what you should be feeding your baby according to their age. So if they're between 6 to 8 months, you should be giving 2 to 4 cubes. And so. Now this one, for example, is suitable for babies from 9 months upwards, so it also states that on the packaging. So there's literally no think work here, guys. Baby Taste food is fully textured and 100% homemade in a food grade kitchen, not just in any auntie's kitchen. It is a food grade kitchen. No additives, stabilizers or preservatives, no colorants, added sugar or salt. Easy and convenient to store foods that can be stored up to 2 months. Convenient qualities, little waste as you soon work out how much your baby actually needs to eat. It's also really easy if you have a nanny or a caregiver caring for your child. They are actually feeding your baby exactly what you want your baby to be eating. They offer a wide variety of meals, and you can mix different combinations together as well, and the packaging is environmentally friendly and recyclable. So what I really love is that the food is also all textured, and that's really important because babies need this as part of their developmental feeding process. I have eaten this food. It tastes delicious. So it's not only like, I don't know if you've ever done this. In fact, we did a video years ago. Maybe I'll even leave a link down below in the video description box, where we were in Italy and we tasted some of those baby food jars. Disgusting. Absolutely vile. Now, if I won't eat that, why should I be feeding that to my baby? Now, I often finish whatever Juliet doesn't eat of this, and I must say it tastes darn delicious. I love the flavor combinations that they've put together. It's things that like I wouldn't even have thought of doing for Juliet. For example, let me give you an example. Tuna pasta with pesto tomato sauce. I mean, isn't that delicious? This is the type of food I want my baby, because we love food. I want her to be loving food too. So I love that they've done it all, and it's all perfectly accurate for her age, right here. So this has also taken away a lot of guilt. Sorry if I'm getting so excited, but I am really excited about this food because it's taken away a lot of guilt from me as a parent, because sometimes I don't have time to make a beautiful, delicious dinner for my baby as well. And now I know that she's eating beautifully delicious, healthy food, and like I didn't have to spend 3 hours prepping a week's supply. So that is amazing. They also have allergen packs, so you can introduce one allergen meal per week, and it's a good way to slowly start introducing this to your children. Obviously, check out their website to heed warnings about certain allergies, and to perhaps have an antihistamine syrup necessary or nearby if you fear that your child might be allergic. Now, their food is all broken up into stages as well, so you get like the brekkies, the meaties, the spinkies, stage 4, etc. So go check out their website for their full range of meals. Try not to get hungry. I know that Claude often gets hungry when he walks into the kitchen. He's like, what's for dinner? That smells delicious. And I'm like, that's Juliet's food. I haven't even started cooking yet. So that just shows you how yummy it is. So go check that out, because obviously if you're like me and you want to avoid food feeding guilt and you don't know what to feed your baby, Baby Taste has done all the think work. Now, another tip that I have for successful baby feeding is to instill good food habits. And to instill good food habits means being prepared. So often, because of the nature of our lives, we travel a lot, we're on the road, we're out filming for long hours, and children and babies get hungry. So I always try be prepared and make sure that I take food along with us, because often the options that you get out there are non-nutritious, a lot of junk food, or sometimes it's just nothing. Sometimes we film in these isolated locations and there is nothing to eat. So I use the vacuum insulated stainless steel food jars by Blue Ellie. Now look at these cute colors, I love them. Blue, pink and green, so there's no confusion. Obviously the pink one is for Juliet because that's just the way I remember it. Green and blue, Jacques loves green, JP loves blue, so it's easy like that. So they each have their own little vacuum sealed food jar. Now these are excellent because you can transport even liquids in this. So you could make a soup in this, transport it, it's leak free. It is also great for pasta, and how cute is this? It even has its own little utensil on the side. So basically it slides in, folds out, and they're ready to eat. So obviously for the boys, they can feed themselves, but then I use this as a feeding spoon for Juliet, which is really great for on-the-go feeds. The Blue Ellie food jars keep food cold for up to 24 hours or hot for up to 12 hours. So we can take a soup and it will still be warm by the time they need to eat it, or a pasta. You can even put ice creams, oatmeal, really anything in here. It's also really great because like if JP wants to have pasta for school lunch, I can put it in here and he can take this to school as well. The stainless steel vacuum insulated food jar won't rust, it won't stain. It is FDA approved stainless steel, and it has a wide mouth opening which is easy to fill, eat from and clean. size is a 13.5-ounce capacity, and it is great for food and beverages on the go. Now, another important element in a successful feeding journey is having the right equipment. You need the right bowls and spoons, so go check out the Blue Ellie website. I've left it down below. They have some great products for helping you in your successful feeding journey of your little one. Claude did a full review, so go check that out. We will also leave a link down below so you can watch that video as well. Good luck to all your moms feeding your babies out there. If you have any tips or any hacks that you've discovered along your baby's feeding journey, please go to our Facebook page and Instagram page and share them there. We do need to share the love with other parents because we're all in this together. Go check out this video up here. I think you'll find it useful.